Let's go, BU! Let's go, BU!
Bulldog fans, welcome to this week's edition of the Bulldog Blitz. I'm your host, Corey Stark. This week's episode is a good one and will get you ready for the homecoming game between the 5-1 Bulldogs and Morehead State with an interview with head coach Jeff Voris. Plus, we'll give you an inside look at two teams who make the homecoming game enjoyable for all, win or lose. Well, lucky for Bulldog fans, it has been winning that has filled the headlines for the football team. Their latest win, a 48-21 stomping over the Valparaiso Crusaders. With the win, the team rides a 4-game win streak heading into Saturday's game. The process of winning goes much further than playing in the game on Saturdays. It starts with preparation throughout the entire week. Bulldog Blitz goes all access with one football player to give us fans an idea of what it takes to win on game day.
The morning routine definitely wears on you in season and off season. We always have 6 a.m. Runs or lifts. And during the season, it's really hard because your body's always beat up and bruised, and the last thing you want to do is get up early in the morning. I don't want to go to practice.
Hi, I'm Jared Brannion, Senior Defensive Tackle. I'm about to take you behind the scenes at what it's like to be a student athlete here at Butler.
All right, it's about 6:20, and I got lifting with the football team right now. So I just usually go in what I'm dressed in and change my workout clothes there. Lately it's been pretty cold, so I gotta put my Mr. Rogers jacket on and off to lifting. Oh. Well, it's still dark out. I should still be in bed instead of getting up to come and lift, but gotta go lift for an hour and a half and come back right before class. Well, I'm back from practice. I was just lifting for about an hour. And now I usually give me a tall glass of milk and an egg sandwich. It's been, a great process. It's been hard sometimes. And now we're getting to reap the benefits of being on a winning team. Basic fundamental drills at the beginning of practice. Followed by what we call the concussion circuit. Then we move on to 7-on-7 for the skill players, and then 1-on-1 with the O-line versus D-line and pass rush situations. It's just our basic warm-up stretch, getting the legs warmed up. Basic thing for any sport, making sure we don't pull anything during practice. The infamous door drill on the football team. Most injuries that have to do with concussions happen at this drill. The offensive running back and the defender both start on their backs. And on the whistle, it's just a reaction drill. So once you get up, you got to react where the ball is and make sure you get a good form tackle. We scrimmage against the scout team, and they're running the plays that our opponents do. So we get a feel of how the line moves in different situations, as well as how different plays develop. Then we finish the practice with team scrimmages. This year especially, everybody's taking everything a lot more serious. There's not as much going through the motions. I feel like everybody's pretty zoned in to what they need to do at their position and then how their position works in with the other positions to mesh together. Being on the football team, it's usually pretty physically demanding. The body hurts all the time. Not a lot of time to have fun like most other students here at Butler. But after a win with the rest of your teammates, there isn't anything better.
The Butler men's soccer team has built quite the resume so far in 2008. The team is unbeaten in Horizon League play with a 4-0-1 record, including a win over 4th-ranked UIC. The team has won 4 in a row and 6 of their last 7 matches. Overall, the team has 11 wins for the first time since 2004. Not only is the team making noise locally, but nationally the team is receiving votes from the top 25 rankings. It has been an exciting season for everyone involved.
It's nice, once in a while everyone likes to get ranked, but we just keep doing what we do, try and not let that affect us too much.
Really, coaches kept us grounded. It should affect us a little bit. We should be happy about it, but it's only rankings. If you lose one game, they drop you out of those rankings real fast. So
we try to not pay attention to that too much, so that we can keep our heads in the game.
I think it's good. I think we're handling it well. We're keeping our feet on the ground and really taking one game at a time. And today was a good win for us because I think anytime you get a shutout and you score an early goal and then you manage the game, it shows a lot of character. And I think our guys are managing all the national attention really well.
For those who can't make it to see some of the Butler basketball games, ESPN's family of networks will make it a little easier with telecast of 5 men's games and 1 women's game this season. On the men's side, their away games at Cleveland State on December 4th and at Xavier December 23rd will be aired on ESPNU. Also, their game at UIC on January 17th will be aired on ESPN2. 2 Friday night home games against conference opponents Valparaiso and UIC will be aired on ESPNU. The game against Valparaiso is on January 30th and against UIC is on February 13th. Horizon League women's basketball will also get some national attention with Butler's game against Wright State airing on ESPNU on February 6th. Loud, spirited, and talented are just a few words to describe some of Butler's biggest fans. The Butler cheerleading squad and dance team go hand in hand with Butler athletics and make homecoming an event loved by all. Their inspiration and motivation doesn't go unnoticed. Let's take a look at the 2 squads pushing Bulldog teams to victory every week.
They're always at the game and they're always pumping up the crowd. But how well do you know the Butler cheerleaders and dance team? Chris Ketchum's a senior captain for the cheerleaders, and in his 4 years on the team, he's seen how the program is expanding.
Beginning my freshman year, we kind of progressed a lot. We started with just 5, 7 guys, and now we have a full 10 guys on the squad. We're doing bigger stunts, stunts we've never tried before. The stunts are going higher. The girls are doing cooler stunts in the air.
You can't always count on a Butler victory on the field, but as Chris points out, there is always one thing that you can count on.
Our football team's been up and down. They've had some great seasons, they've had some great parts of the season, but at the same time, they kind of hit some lows as well. But the squad has been there cheering, we've been cheering our hardest throughout the whole thing. And they realize that, they come up to us during classes and on half times and come up and say, hey, thanks a lot for what you're doing, we really appreciate it. And it means a lot.
Cheerleaders are always present during the games, but at halftime, the dance team takes over. Senior captain Madison Schumann knows that this year's team is much improved from last year.
We're actually trying to get a lot more involved in campus this year. We're doing football games. We're holding a dance clinic for younger kids in the community. We are doing a lot of basketball games this year. We did a few women's last year, and we're going to try to do a lot more this year.
Homecoming's a busy time for the dance team every year, and this year is certainly no exception.
We want to be as involved as we can be. We want to be supportive for the team, supportive for the houses. We want to just be able to really show all the fans that Butler has a lot of spirit, and we would love to help them show it.
It doesn't matter if it's the dance team or the cheerleaders. The bottom line is Butler's school spirit. And this homecoming, that's what it's all about.
Hopefully the weather holds and we can put on a great show for everybody.
Mark Minner, Bulldog Blitz.
After the break, we'll sit down with head football coach Jeff Voris, and we'll run down the full day of homecoming events. Stay right here on the Bulldog Blitz.